Spaghetti aglio olio e peperoncino, the friend you'll always be able to count on, to keep you company in lonely nights, to be on your side during good and bad times. With spaghetti aglio olio e peperoncino, you will never walk alone again.
Welcome to my kitchen. I've got to say, this week has been a long week. Work has been tough. The kids decided that sleeping was no longer cool, and I must admit, I'm very, very tired. So I've decided what better thing to cook than the epitome of the tired man pasta. And what is the tired man pasta? It's pasta aglio olio e peperoncino, which in Italy we also call midnight pasta because it's the kind of pasta that you cook when you're back from a long day in the office or going out, you're starving, you're tired, and you want something quick and easy to make but full of flavor. So that's what we're going to do today. The origins of pasta aglio olio e peperoncino are from the south of Italy, more specifically from Naples and surrounding areas. In the south of Italy, they use a lot of olive oil, they use a lot of chili as part of their diet, and one can argue that most likely that's where it started. In fact, in Naples, they have a really cool way of calling pasta aglio olio e peperoncino, and they call it spaghetti con vongole fugiute, which means spaghetti with clams, with vongole, that run away. You know, back in the days, people didn't really have that much money, and they still wanted to have a nice meal. So what they used to do is prepare aglio olio e peperoncino, take some little pebbles from the beach that had that seafood flavor, and just cook with the pebbles and throw it away. We're not going to be cooking with pebbles today, and I'm not sure how hygienic that whole thing is. So I'm going to share with you my version of aglio olio e peperoncino. Of course, there are lots of versions, lots of different tastes, but this one definitely is something that is going to save you an evening when you're tired, you want to eat. It's going to save you one late night after you're back from a night out and you're hungry. And it's super quick, and it really takes less time than boiling the pasta. So let's get cracking. And of course, as the name suggests, the ingredients are only three: chili, garlic, and olive oil. So as a consequence, what you want is you want to have as high quality as possible of these ingredients. So nice fresh chili, if you have it, nice garlic, and nice olive oil. Now in the chili, the spiciest bit is this internal membrane and the seeds. So remove the membrane, remove the seeds, and this will allow you to actually have more pulp of the chili in your dish. Of course, that's a personal preference. If you like things very chili, do keep the seeds. But what I prefer is having no seeds and a little bit more meatiness. I find the best way of preparing this is to cut it into little strips. And then again, take the strips and cut it as thin as you can. Of course, it depends on how daring you are. You can either use gloves or bare hands. If you use bare hands like I'm doing now, be very careful not to touch any other part of your body. If you scratch your eyes are going to hurt. If you scratch your mouth, the mouth is going to hurt. If you go to the bathroom, well, that's definitely not a pleasant experience. So, prepare the pulp of one big chili, and we can put it aside. I still have this beautiful elephant garlic, which I brought from Italy. So the cloves are absolutely gigantic. I got a half a clove left here. I'm going to use this. Generally speaking, I would probably use 2 normal sized cloves per person. And really, again, here is as much as you like. Some people like it very garlicky, some people like a little bit less. You do what you feel is right. Now, try to cut it as thin as you can, but don't go overboard, because I'm going to show you a little technique later on that we're going to be using that is really going to enhance the flavor of all this dish as it cooks. And the next step, boil the pasta. And we start preparing it. Pan goes down, fire is up, and to the pan we add a good amount of high quality extra virgin olive oil. Few ingredients in this recipe, so every single one needs to be top notch. Buy the most expensive, best olive oil you can buy. Good amount. And now that the oil is still cold, we put a little friends in. And now with the water boiling, we add a nice pinch of salt to the water. Our spaghetti go in. The oil is warming up. We make sure that all our mixture is being covered by the oil. And the reason why we want the cold oil first, because we want this to warm up together. By slowly warming up, it's going to release all the flavors. We can use one of these tongs to put the pasta in. And this is the crucial bit. Keep the fire low, keep stirring. The only way you can ruin this dish is by burning the garlic. You want the garlic golden. As soon as it burns, that's it. You've done. Throw away everything. So be gentle and be patient. Always keep an eye on this. In the meantime, gives us time to prepare the parsley. So this is some fresh parsley I just got from the garden, and we cut it nice and thin. Keep stirring this. It's beautifully getting golden. When it's golden, take it out of the fire. The oil is still hot, so it's still gonna sizzle. So that's why you have to be careful and remove it a little bit before you think it's ready. And in the meantime, our pasta is boiling away. There is something so comforting about looking at pasta boiling. And this is what I wanted to show you. At this point, we take a fork and everything is soft. So we can smoosh it in. This is gonna release so much flavor from the garlic, from the chili. It's gonna color the oil a little bit red. So when you put your pasta in, you're really tasting every single one of the ingredients. The ingredients are so simple and are so few, so you really need to do everything you can to maximize the flavor that derives from them. At this point, probably the garlic and the chili can use a couple of more minutes on the fire, but the pasta is not ready yet. So I'd much rather put it aside, wait for the pasta to be ready, then warm it up and put the pasta on it. The pasta is about 2 to 3 minutes to be ready. I'm gonna put this back here to warm up. Take us from the pasta. And this, you can only do it by tasting it. So take one. You still want it to have a good crunch, which this one has. So the fire is on, the oil is getting warm. At this point, take your pasta, which is still a little bit undercooked, and drop it in the pan. By transferring it like this, you're gonna transfer some of the water, which is full of starch, into the pan. And we're gonna cook it for the last couple of minutes. Here, you move it around, and this is what in Italy we call saltare in padella, which means make it jump in the pan. This gets all the flavors to surround the pasta. At this point, and only at this point, we put the fresh parsley. You don't want the parsley to cook, you want it to be slightly warmed up and softened by the heat, but not cooked. And here we have this beautiful pasta. The colors are fantastic. You can smell the garlic. You can smell the chili. Oh man, still tired, but I gotta say I've got a little smile now. Pasta looks definitely ready and it looks absolutely beautiful. At this point, off with the gas, take a plate, and everything goes in. This brings back so many memories. And it's nice and it's oily and it's gonna get your t-shirt totally dirty as you eat it. And this is a beautiful plate of spaghetti aglio olio peperoncino. And the hardest thing to do at this point is eating it without getting totally dirty. In fact, we actually call medals of honor those droplets of oil that fall in your t-shirt. Oh my God, look how beautiful. Isn't there something absolutely romantic about such a simple recipe? This should be your go-to emergency dish or gluttonous dish. Hey, this should be just your dish anytime. It's just so good. With that said, buon appetito.